We rely heavily on radiology to diagnose and treat injury and disease, but sometimes negligence occurs and it can have a devastating impact on you and your family. So I'm going to run through radiology negligence claims along with a few examples to hopefully help you determine whether you have an eligible claim. Each year, more than 9 million Australians access radiology services, including X-rays, ultrasounds, CT and MRI scans. And yes, the industry has taken tremendous strides forward in terms of innovation and technology. However, negligence still occurs and the consequences can often be extremely damaging. Like any other area of medicine, radiologists have a duty of care to ensure their patients are safe and receive the best level of treatment possible. And in order to determine whether you have a valid claim, you need to prove that the treatment was below the standard of care and skill that a reasonable radiologist would have provided in the same circumstances. You suffered injury or loss as a result of your treatment, and your injury or loss could have been avoided if your care had been appropriate. There are a number of reasons why you would make a radiology negligence claim. These include your imaging or scan was misinterpreted and resulted in a misdiagnosis or delayed diagnosis. Your imaging or scan wasn't performed accurately and resulted in misdiagnosis or delayed diagnosis. Or you suffer an injury in the care of your radiologist. To get a better understanding of radiology negligence claims, let's take a look and compare two real-life examples. Our client had abdominal pain and went for a scan for a suspected inflamed appendix. The report provided by the radiologist stated that the appendix appeared normal. Unfortunately, her appendix burst, causing significant problems. Our investigations revealed that the appendix was not fine at the time of the scan, and the expert evidence was that the only conclusion could be that the radiologist did not in fact see the appendix at all, and must have been looking at the wrong body part. Had this not occurred, our client's doctors would have operated to remove the appendix. A successful claim was made against the radiologist, and our client received all the compensation and treatment that she was entitled to. Now compare that to another recent example where the radiologist performed the job correctly, but the treating doctors failed to act. In this case, the scan clearly showed a fracture to the scaphoid bone in the client's wrist. However, the GP failed to recognise the importance of the finding by the radiologist, and necessary treatment was delayed, causing significant problems for our client. Whilst both cases revolved around the findings of the radiologist, in the first example, the claim was against the radiologist, and in the second, the claim was against the GP. As you can see, if you have issues around radiology, it's important to get expert advice in order to determine who may be responsible for that outcome. Hopefully, this has been helpful to you. But if you're still unsure about radiology negligence claims or need help with your claim, call Law Partners and have a confidential conversation with one of our specialist medical negligence lawyers today.